Going back in time, I remember, the full loss of hope, complete fear. I had no expectations at all, and to my huge regret and shame, I didn't know anything about Romania. When you live your life, you have plans, you have hopes, you believe that the world works in a way that you have a tomorrow and you can plan it, and then in one day it's broken. And then it's a huge wound. It's like everything is broken, not just your life, but everything you believed in. But then you come here and it feels like every day, brick by brick, people here are putting you together. This year was healing, which is weird because it should have been the worst year in my life, and it was the worst year, but at the same time, staying here in Romania for a year, it really gave me, hope.
Дуже добре. Будь ласка, ви пам'ятаєте наші лінійки, так, українські в школі? От нам ми повинні зробити коло, і щоб діти знали своїх вчителів. Будь ласка, знайдіть знак вашого класу.
It has been a month since the war has started, and we decided to start not a school, but a small project, and basically the first step we took was we came to Gara de Nord, and I actually yelled at the station that we are teachers, we want to teach, we need to teach, help us to find place. And then there was a chap waiting for a train, and he said, okay, look, the major wrote something about a center for Ukrainian kids. Go there, stop being here and scaring people. This is the treasure of our nation, our children. I think it's the scariest thing with the kids, because this child view of this situation is just, they can't understand everything, and the thing they're saying, like, they're fine now. But when you see a child smiling and say that, I spent 2 weeks in the basement, and
we escaped from Kiev. It was a complicated situation there, and they passed many days without contact, without normal life. So here is the chance for them to have the normal life.
We started from 250 children in Mihai Viteazul. Now our association teaches 2,700 children all over Romania. This is a huge responsibility. I saw a lot of empathy in trying to integrate our children in school process. Kids are superheroes in terms of healing themselves. They are older now than they should be. They don't see the world in black and white, and they're supposed to because they're kids. But now they know that sometimes you just have to wait and you can't do anything, and even Santa Claus won't bring you your dad across the border. So when I look in their eyes, especially some of them, sometimes it's scary because I look in the adults' eyes, and it's just the experience that they've been through. They look like normal kids, but sometimes it's just, boom, something is wrong. So we used each and every opportunity we could to show them that they're capable of being helpful, and it feels very good when you can do something.
We're going to clean the forest. And we have about, I think, 40 people in team, but maybe there will be more because some are coming by their own transport. We can't do a lot because we don't have anything here, but we can clean, of course. It's a demo thing because when we come back to Ukraine, there will be a lot of things to clean. When people ask us how are you, it's always we're good, we're surviving. I see a very dangerous trait of children starting to perceiving themselves as victims. Now we're poor, there is a war, and it's very dangerous for a growing human being. They should be smoothly integrated in the normal life, which is, for example, doing something for other people rather than saying, oh, I'm so poor and for Ukraine, can I get a free burger, please? We're going through hell. We had a child whom we brought from Kiev, and because we live next to the airport here, there are planes. And she sat for 2 hours in the bathroom. We couldn't take her out. We have some kids from Bucha and from Irpin. And I actually haven't seen them for 3 days already. I mean, they don't come to school. Maybe they don't have strength to come. I hope their mothers didn't show them. But the fact is that kids see everything and hear everything. You know, they say people who survived Holocaust, do you know what they said? That if the first people who broke were those who thought that it wasn't gonna last long. And then those were people who thought that it would never end. And people who just kept going, focusing on every day, they managed to survive. So this is our strategy.
Ма, посмотри! Это я нашел.
Ты нашел?
Да, гусеница танка.
Ліна, а що це таке? Ось це. Не чіпай, не чіпай, не чіпай! Я не знаю, що це.
Это танка.
Я сподіваюся, що це не міна. Стоп, відійди. Не потрібно. Пішли.
Это танк.
Добре, дамо.
Ма, сюда.
No, this year comes, I think I got older. I got 10 years older and wiser, and I can't believe it's only 1 year.
What was the hardest thing?
The news. Your news are always with you.
As Russian forces retreat from the area north of Kiev, in their wake, scenes of utter destruction. Whole blocks of
Every time the alarm goes on in some part of Ukraine, you start, at the back of your mind, you're praying for, for it to pass and for nobody to die. But all the time somebody dies. And now at this point, everybody has somebody who is dead in the war. Now everybody I know got traumatized or wounded or died in this war.
This visit is very important for political news because Dr. Biden is coming to see Ukrainian children, which means America supports Ukraine. But this is not about meeting Dr. Biden and becoming best friends. Somebody from the embassy wrote me at 10 p.m. saying that Dr. Biden has heard about you. I thought, well, she didn't, but thank you for trying to make me feel good. Now the world wants a new picture. Now the world doesn't want to hear about how Ukrainians are struggling. They want to see how Ukrainians are being integrated and how they're becoming happy again. But then when you're speaking about Ukrainians abroad, these are the lucky Ukrainians who are abroad. No Ukrainians feel safe, either abroad or in the country. Everybody here is sure nothing will happen, but we know that you can't be sure in tomorrow. At the same time, this gives you this wonderful opportunity to enjoy every day of your life. So, oh, wonderful sun.
What are you doing? What are you guys doing?
What are you doing, guys? What are you
Butterflies.
We are making hands and these flags.
First ladies are coming. Thank you. Hello. 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 You should say hello. I'm Jill.
I want to say that I believe in magic and I believe in God. And I want to say that each magic which happened in our life came through the people.
Thank you for coming, first of all. Thank you for being interested in us. Svetlana's project started from love. My project started from fear. I crossed the border with my 2-year-old son, and everything I was thinking about is how to save my child from a city which was bombed. But then when I came here, and the first fear was gone, but then I saw all these children being literally abandoned because they came with their mothers who were going through hell, with families being torn, with our husbands staying behind us. And you are just being thrown out of your life, going nowhere. We didn't know where we were going. We have no friends, no relatives here. Thanks God, the Romanian people were here for us, and they helped us so much.
First Lady does her business. We are just what? Ukrainian refugees, whatever. She doesn't care about us. She cares about the big picture. But so many people who actually care about our children, really, and you can see it. And these were more important. For me, the important visits were, when our head teacher of Mihai Viteazul, Liliana, comes and sees if we need something. But I can see a huge level of support. It's not that emotional as it was, but it can't be. It shouldn't be. And also, to be fair, it's such a relief that you don't attract that much attention as it was before. Before we were all heroes. It's so good not to be a hero, just a person, just a normal person in the tram. And when you become a normal person, it's much easier. Because I really hate this, I hate the term hero, because hero is something positive, right? There is nothing positive in what we're going through. Anastasia before was still a child. No, nothing in me is childish anymore. This is for sure, because when you walk across the border with with your kid, well, it changes you forever. You can't survive everything, but how you come out from this fight, you know? Do you keep your dignity? Do you feel you're a human? Are you a survivor or a victim? So, definitely, I'm not a victim and I don't know victims. The most vulnerable people are there. They can't leave. Here we have people who have cars, who have experience traveling, who have some form of education. There, we have the most vulnerable people. That's why we chose to be there. This is the second hardest decision in my life after I decided to leave the country. I'm deciding to go back. I got a job in an NGO This NGO works with rebuilding schools, rebuilding kindergartens, making safe basements, but also dealing with educational programs. I would be an idiot if I wasn't afraid. Yes, of course I'm afraid. Because I'm bringing my 3-year-old, a happy 3-year-old, integrated in the society, back to war. But at the same time, I can't leave watching the news and thinking I should be there. They're suffering. It's not going to be over. I know I can help because I have, internal resources. I'm just more resistant than other people for some reason. This is who I am. I can help and I'm here. So yeah, I'm going back with a lot of things I've learned here.
We dropped the banana.
It's a huge relief to make this decision to come back because finally I can be there.
Мама,
Да, зайчик.
мы видим в огне море.
Море?
Да.
Конечно, видим.
My son, I'm not sure he knows what that means. And people who live there, they tell me, Anastasia, are you sure you can do it? Because you can't imagine. And how can you imagine? So yes, of course I'm afraid. Especially, I mean, if only I was alone, but I'm with my son. So for us, for my husband and me, this was the most difficult decision.
Seems surreal. It has been a year.
I respect every decision that's made now, because nobody should be forced to choose between your country and your family. I will learn how to react on alarms. I will find a kindergarten for my son, which has a good basement and generators.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
And then I will start my work. This is the thing, we have to learn to live in new Ukraine because old Ukraine is not possible anymore, even if we win the war tomorrow.